Alright, hey you guys. Today we are going to be talking about things I would do if I was rich. First, a little note on the obvious in case you couldn't tell, I have bangs now. This is the first time since fourth grade, because I let them grow out around then. So first time since then, I guess, except for like side bangs, but those don't count. So it's been an interesting adventure. Yeah, alright, so now I was doing a little research today because I got on Netflix and started watching a documentary about the Titanic. And that's always been something that's really fascinated me, right up there with ancient Egypt. But this is not ancient Egypt, this is the Titanic that we're discussing. I was watching this documentary and I thought for not nearly the first time, how awesome would it be if I could go tour the Titanic? And then I realized they probably have that. And so I actually took the initiative of Googling it and doing a little research, and they actually do. You can book a tour on one of the little Mer submarines to go tour the Titanic. And it is very reasonably priced at $60,000 per person, and that includes a several-day excursion, sailing out there on the boat, accommodations and food for that, and then the actual dive down to the ship. Um, there's been some confusion among friends of mine, and so I'll clear this up. Um, you can't scuba dive to the Titanic. It's 2.5 miles underwater, and if you've seen the movie, they make a big deal about how cold that damn water is. And if you've also seen the movie, you'll notice that they go down there in a submarine because they can't dive. So, um, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I had the money, I would do this in a heartbeat. I really would. So then on the tangent of searching for things that I want to be able to do but probably can't, I also, well, I killed a little time looking around on this particular website of undersea submersible tours, and they have some pretty awesome stuff. Um, and my Titanic tour is not that unreasonable because I could also be asking to do the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea tour, where you get to chart some of your own diving, again, submersible diving, um, excursions and locations. You get to kind of chart your own course. It's a 35-day excursion, and that is a measly 375,000 per person. So, like I said, Titanic is small change compared to that. So, you just better be grateful. But then in the realm of not quite possibility, but maybe one day, um, I looked up the storm chasing tours, which is another thing I've always wanted to do because I am also very fascinated by tornadoes. And so those are much more affordable, $2,400 per person. So maybe one day I can do that. I mean, who am I kidding? Maybe one day I'll tour the Titanic too. I'm not gonna settle for this. I mean, and what really makes me upset about all of this is the people who have that kind of money never really use it for anything that epic like that. I mean, there are people who use their money for good reasons, but just some of the wealthy people I've known, you know, if I had the money, I'd be doing life changing, awe inspiring things like this. I would go and tour the Titanic. I mean, it's the largest man made object ever. Or I'm sorry, man made movable object. Sorry. Yes. And now it's a shipwreck. Just the history. Why would you not go see it? Or, storm chasing. That's not man made at all, but it's crazy. It's as close as you can ever get to seeing anything like that safely. So I just I really want to do this really bad. If you guys want to start a fundraiser for the Erica Should Go Do Cool Things Fund, I am behind you 100%. Um, and then, well, then for shits and giggles, I looked up space tours just to see, what sort of price estimate, because I know they do those too. And I found a ballpark quote. I found a website where you can book them, but they don't list price. And if you're an experienced magazine looker, whenever they don't list the price for a really pretty dress or really nice shoes, you know that that's bad news. Um, so I found another website that gives ballpark estimates and say that space tourism, be it just going into orbit or actually a trip to a space station or the moon, can ballpark range from anywhere from 100,000 per person to 2 million. No, I'm sorry, 20 million. My bad. 20 million per person. So that's a nice ballpark. Can you imagine if all ballparks looked like that? That's ridiculous. So, maybe if you're watching, you do have this kind of money. Maybe you need a best friend to go with you. Keep me in your thoughts. But if you've got this kind of money, I could have just planned your spring break for you. You can message me. I'll give you the websites and everything. So all right, I will talk to you guys next week. Later.